Your current weight is...
Sorry, Emily. I know.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lost 160 pounds, Mike.
Oh man. What a moment.
How to not be fat, you can do it if you want to. We can be the ones to show you. In the end, it's all up to you. How to not be fat.
Hey, this is Mike. I'm going to be talking about my experience on NBC's The Biggest Loser and some of the things that I felt and went through and just the whole transformational experience. So let's check it out.
Mike, sorry to tell you with 5 votes, you are not the biggest loser. And now I want you to shake every person's hand on your way out. That promise.
Okay.
Thank you.
When I walked onto the ranch, I weighed 358 pounds.
We made it to the house.
I'm leaving the ranch at 338 pounds. Even though it's only been 2 weeks, I've learned how to fight harder than I knew I was capable of fighting. And to work out harder than I thought my body could handle. And that I could live without nicotine. I've learned that in order to fix this, I have to fix this. I'm leaving now optimistic that I'm gonna go home and finish what I started here. If I can do that on my own, then I can give people hope that anything is possible. America, the next time you see me, the only thing that'll be smoking on this guy is this body.
Well, I feel for that guy. It's like I'm the same person, but so much has changed, and it's almost like I died and had to be reborn, and that the guy that I'm watching here is someone else, and I feel for him. I feel sad for him. It gets me emotional to think about how weak he was and just afraid of what people thought and afraid of missing out and just so much pain, just so much pain and ignorance and sadness. And it's hard to watch, man. It's just really hard to watch because I know that guy, but it's like it's somebody else. It's been a long time since I watched this, and yeah.
Today I weigh 302 and I feel amazing. I realized on the ranch that anger was the reason that I was overweight, and I turned into this unhappy, angry person that lived his life to eat. Now I've found that boxing helps me take out my aggression.
Real quick about anger, it's funny that I said that because it's partially true. A lot of it is just not knowing what to do and mostly not believing in myself, not having the confidence to really step into my own power, because if and when I did, it was fleeting. I'd be motivated for a second and then I'd find some reason to quit because of just not really believing that it was going to happen. But ultimately, anger fueled my weight loss. So anger is a powerful, measurable emotion that can move mountains. And I think a little bit of anger pointed in the right direction in a positive way can make huge changes.
I'm doing this, and it motivates me to just keep hitting and hitting and hitting.
Nice.
One battle that I'm still fighting is nicotine. I just started going to acupuncture, and he's helping me relax. I think
that doesn't
with his
work.
help and with a lot of determination, I'm going to
Acupuncture and chiropractic, I'm not a fan.
The Biggest Loser gave me the tools to save my life. And those tools are going to help me help my family live a longer, healthier life. And I'm eternally grateful.
That is the truth. Biggest Loser did save my life. It gave me meaning, something to believe in, something bigger than myself. You know, maybe I could inspire some people. Oh, Santa Claus.
Two people left to weigh in. Next is Mike.
He was a nice guy.
It would have been really easy for me to make an excuse that I was only on the ranch for 2 weeks. But, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm ready to show them how far I've come.
Mike, when you first started this competition, you weighed 358 pounds. In order to earn a spot to continue on in this challenge, you need to have lost more than 95 pounds.
Whoa.
Mike, your current weight is?
Good stuff.
114 pounds on your own. A lot of people can't say that. You're an inspiration.
I didn't think I could do it when I started this journey, and the fact that I did.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thanks, Frank. Mike, you're moving on to the next round of this challenge.
Man,
And Chisholm.
it's so hard to watch that. Authenticity was tough for me, man. It was hard to be myself. I mean, I think that's one of the hardest things in life is to really be yourself, especially in front of people, in front of a crowd like that. I was so uncomfortable. It's so hard to watch myself talk on camera, be on camera. But I'll tell you what, I earned that 114 pounds, and I was pretty proud of myself for that. So here we go. The comeback challenge.
A ticket to the finale over your head. The last person standing wins a spot in the final three, a chance at $250,000, and the title of the Biggest Loser.
I was at home for 15 weeks, and there's one challenge left to get into the finals. I've come this far. I swear I'm not going to go down without a fight.
Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit. Make it count.
Mike, if you jump and take Lauren with you, you guys can fight out for 100,000.
Dude, I'm not letting go.
I'm just trying to get in the competition sense. That can be enough to detour them from the goal. This is an exercise in concentration and balance, so if I can throw both of those off, I'm gonna do it.
Now, is that good sportsmanship? Is that even like any kindness at all in those words? See, as we'll as this moves forward, I'll tell you a little bit more about this story, but come on, Jeremy, you could do better than that.
Just because they throw you a curveball doesn't mean you have to swing.
Con, does Jeremy like this at home?
What? Relentless?
Yeah.
Yes.
Drop, Lauren!
This is torture.
Is anything I'm saying making sense to you, Lauren?
I kind of hear Jeremy just talking and talking and talking and talking.
Look at how fabulous they've done, right?
Lauren is
I'm
amazing.
just throwing out questions. You know, I've been around this Biggest Loser block a few times. I mean, if you want to comment as to what you would do and it supports my beliefs, go for it. But if it doesn't, rather not hear it.
Jeremy, you have been talking for 50 minutes straight.
What about my earplugs?
All right, 2 hours. From this point forward, you can use
2
one
hours in.
hand, and you cannot switch. What you feeling there, Mike?
See, it's about 30 degrees outside, and in California, that's pretty rare that it's 30 degrees, and we were frozen to say the least. I think I was 40. I think I was 42 at this point. 42 years old, definitely one of the older contestants. And I was in pain, like severe pain from the cold. And standing in this one spot where blood pools in your legs. But because Jeremy and we had a little a little weird little beef. It was mostly me and his sister, but the three of us had this weird love triangle of, you know, I was a moron. I'm not going to say I wasn't, but I didn't know any better. And they're pretty sharp, kind of cunning people. And I wasn't so much at the time. But the only reason I was standing there still was I knew that I was going to torture this kid in the 30-degree weather and give him a little taste of his own medicine. So here we go.
I'm on a long run in San Francisco. It's about 80 degrees. I'm coming up on the Golden Gate Bridge right now. It's a beautiful day.
Little visualization.
My God, it's cold out here. My hand is just going numb and my foot's going numb and just shaking and shivering.
I believe my hand is now frozen to this board.
Yep.
2 hours, 20 minutes. All right, guys, we're gonna go to 1 foot. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Now this was tough.
This
This is when, yeah, it got
One
real
hand,
interesting.
1 foot for a spot in the final 3, $250,000 at stake.
It doesn't look hard.
Budge yet. I am prepared for the battle. Everybody's legs go up and everybody's mouth goes silent.
Yeah, because if your foot touches, you're out.
We've been standing on 1 foot for 10 minutes.
I want to puke.
Uh-oh.
Oh. All of a sudden, I started getting nauseous. I'm just trying to tell my body that I'm okay.
Why didn't you have your hoodie on, Lauren? Or why didn't I have my hoodie on?
Then the next thing, I'm laying on the mat.
After 2:35, Lauren is the first one out. It is down to Mike and Jeremy. Lauren, I'm sorry to tell you that you are out. It is time for you to go. 3 hours you've been holding on to a golden ticket. Jeremy eliminated at the very last weigh-in. Mike eliminated it in week 2. Both here with the chance to be in the final 3. All you have to do is hang on.
How you doing, Jeremy?
Once Jeremy starts readjusting and moving his foot around, I know that he's got to be in a lot of pain, and I don't know how much more he has left in him.
3 hours, 10 minutes. That's it, Mike is done. Congratulations, Jeremy, you are in the final 3.
The reason I stayed up on this thing was to prove that I could fight this out and I could do it, and it was just...
Yeah, Jeremy, sure. I easily could have smoked you. You know why I jumped off. I jumped off because I wanted to win the at-home prize, and I knew I couldn't beat your amazing amount of weight loss that you had already because you were, you know, a foot shorter and 100 pounds heavier. Was it 100 pounds heavier? Not that much heavier. 40 pounds heavier and a foot shorter. No way I could catch up to you. I still love you, though, but I easily could have beat you. So, just so you know. Anytime you want to challenge it again, let's go. Anytime. Yeah, you know, I got to give him props, man. He's a strong kid. He's a strong-minded kid. And he deserved to win that $250,000. But if I want... See, I stood up there that whole time because I just wanted to punish him a little bit. And let him know I wasn't a total punk. And I did that. I made him feel pain. And I made him earn that spot in the finale. Where it was kind of a breeze for him to win because he just had that much weight to lose. And he was a shoo-in to win the money. And it was hard for me to let him go through. But it is what it is. I wouldn't have had the success I had I not jumped off that thing. But, yeah, a little bit of my anger coming out. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to him. I'm grateful for the whole situation, and I hope he's doing good. Here we go. What's next?
Oh boy. One of you will win $100,000. Oh. Mike, I don't even have to ask. You're ready to face that scale, aren't you? Get up here. Mike lost his spot on campus early on, but he never lost. Now he's just showing off. You never lost your fight to win.
What?
Get on that scale. I spent 4 hours
I'm
with
like,
you
what?
and Jeremy watching you hang on in
I
that
couldn't
last
hear a
challenge.
word she was saying.
I know how bad
I just
you
wanted to
want
look
this.
at you.
Oh boy.
But here we are. We face off Mike and Emily. $100,000 on the line.
I don't know.
Did you do everything you could to stand here on that scale, knowing you gave it everything you got?
I don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm so happy. My God, I'm happy.
I was happy.
I think there's one thing we need to hear from, and that's
I was
the
so
scale.
happy.
Your starting weight was 358 pounds. In order to win 100 grand, you need to have lost more than 138 pounds.
When she said that, I knew. But I didn't know before that. And yeah. I was being a ridiculous ham at this point.
Your current weight is...
Sorry, Emily. I know.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lost 160 pounds, Mike!
Oh man. What a moment.